I'm an artist trained in the discipline of ceramics. I teach ceramic art. I work with conventional ceramic methodologies, plastic innovation, glaze and fire, to render my primary material, clay, durable and relatively permanent. Simultaneously, in my practice as an artist, I work counter to conventional methods and histories in ceramics, as I work with impermanence. That is, with raw clay, unfired, and modeled on site in temporary installations designed to change over time. Two distinct bodies of work related to this structuring of my practice occupy my time right now, as they have for a number of years. These towering cast porcelain assemblages titled A Theory of Everything. And then the series I was referring to of moist clay installations titled Itinerant Edens, which I'll discuss first, attempting to illuminate for you some of my thinking around these projects. I've made some digital prints that were based on it. It's a kind of, these are actually from a book of mice and porcelain where there was little silhouettes that were drawn on tracing paper, then put into the computer, and then each one of these was kind of moved around like its own individual piece and stacked like this, but on the computer and made into a large print. And this is a blue version. And that version was installed in a cathedral in Indianapolis, Pennsylvania, in their archive room. And I think one of the best functions of this was it took religious iconography and secular iconography in this kind of great equalizing flood of blue glazed a step pyramid. So this mountain, what I'm interested in here is that this mountain of porcelain speaks to this kind of irrepressible human desire to amass and collect inanimate objects, to reflect and reaffirm something in ourselves, and perhaps as a kind of hedge against our own eventual dissolution. As an artist and an educator, I have the privilege of teaching at a renowned institution. It's one of the largest and the oldest devoted to the study of ceramic art in the United States. The New York State College of Ceramics at Alfred University began as the New York State School of Clay Working in 1901 and became a full-fledged School of Art and Design in 1973. So this is our kiln room, a very large kiln room. I don't know of a larger one in the States. All our kilns are built by Freddie Fredrickson, who's one of our technicians, and he builds brilliant kilns, and he builds them for people all over the United States. Now you'll just see kind of graduate student work and some undergraduate student work that'll come up, I think, on a timer here. But what's great about having 6 faculty members in ceramics with diverse points of view and diverse practices is that you get a lot of points of view about how to make things. And that was one of the reasons I went to Alfred in 1996 from the University of Connecticut, because I was a single-person department and had to have all the information. Now I have 5 colleagues with very different points of view. So it makes for a really interesting mix. So maybe you can ask me some questions here, and I'll just flip through some work. If you have any questions about my work or about Alfred, I would be happy to answer them. So thank you.
Clay could be just only a conceptual material? So first question. And second is, please dig a little more this question about theory and practice in the creative process.
I think, could clay only be a conceptual material?
Yeah.
I think it could and it couldn't. In other words, because in spite of you and your best intentions, it has implications. So no matter what your intention was for making it in the culture, clay comes with so much baggage attached to it that you can do your best to jettison that, eliminate that. But I think it creeps in, which I think is an interesting opportunity. So you know, my advice is to play with what it brings to the work. You know, that's why, I mean, I started to use clay because I happened to just fall into it and I was trained in it. But at the same time, I continue using it because of, you know, some people don't continue using it because of the baggage attached to it, and some people will use it because of the baggage attached to it. And I like to use it because I'm interested in that history and stuff that comes with it in spite of me.